Okay, beta, I'm going to start your chapter. As I have asked, you need fuel to run a car, okay, and to perform all the activities our body needs energy, and we get energy from the food, which you all have studied in your previous chapter. We need food to perform all the activities. Without food, we cannot do anything. We cannot survive. We will feel weak. Children, apart from the food, there are several basic needs. Food is a basic need. And apart from the food, there are several basic needs which we need to survive. Now you might be thinking, what are basic needs? What are basic needs? Children, the needs which are required to survive. I have given you an activity, you might be remember this. The basic need. What are the basic needs? Needs which are required to survive, they are called basic needs. And apart from the food, one of them is shelter. And what is shelter? Shelter means a place to live. Okay, for example, a lion lives in a den, rabbit lives in a burrow, and cow lives in shed. Similarly, we human beings need to live what? What do we need? We need to live a house. Nowadays, you have seen everyone is advising stay home, stay safe. Everyone is advising. Why? What does it mean? Stay home, stay safe means if you want to protect yourself from this COVID-19 disease, you will have to stay safe at your home. If you will stay safe, stay home, you will remain safe. What does it mean? You need a house to live. Okay, clear? What do you need to live? You need a house to live because house protect us from different weather conditions like heat, cold, rain, storm, dust and insects, bites and animals also. And nowadays you are at your home, you are studying at your home, you are not going to school because you want to keep yourself safe from the disease COVID-19. Clear? So home is also a basic need. Children, near our house there are many houses and many buildings. You have seen it, okay? The houses and buildings near our house make a locality. I am repeating once again. The houses and buildings near our house make a locality. So today we will study a new chapter, buildings in a locality. Okay, what is the name of the chapter? Buildings in a locality. Okay, children, as I live in Collectorganj, okay, there is a temple and a Gurudwara, and near my locality there is railway station. So, locality vary person to person. Now you have studied in a locality, there are many buildings like school, park, bank, post office, temple, gurudwara, mosque and so on. Okay, locality vary person to person. Now first let's talk about school. Okay, let's talk about school. Children, school is a place where you not only learn, read and write, but you also learn teamwork. Okay, teamwork means an action done in the group. As ma'am gives you an activity, group activity, last year I have given you, when you were in 4th class, I have given you an activity of road safety. You perform that activity with your group. So what is teamwork? That is teamwork that you do with your team. Okay, that is called teamwork. Except reading and writing, you also learn teamwork in the school. Clear? Now teamwork is clear? To do the work together in a group. Okay? Next is how you can do the teamwork and children in your school apart from the study side by side. Some co-curricular activities are also held. Can you tell the name of some co-curricular activities? What are co-curricular activities? There are so many activities, co-curricular activities like recitation competition, dance competition. Okay, so many activities, debates competition, sports activities. Okay, children? Children, the co-curricular activities, apart from the studies, there are so many co-curricular activities that are organized in the school, like recitation competition, quizzes, dance competition, debates, essay writing competition, so many numerous activities which are held in your school. You might have participated and so many activities and you got the certificate also. Okay, children, so all these activities are called co-curricular activities. What are co-curricular activities? Apart from the academic, there are so many activities like recitation, quizzes, dance competition, debate, storytelling competition, drawing competition, sports activities. All these activities are called co-curricular activities. Okay, and co-curricular activities have to build team spirit, have to build team spirit among the children. Okay, co-curricular activities have to build team spirit among the children. Now, what is team spirit? Beta, you might have seen when there is any game, any sport, like in your school football is going on. So what you want, if you are in red house or green house, you want your house will be the winner. So this is called team spirit. Team spirit is a feeling of pride and loyalty that exists the team members, that they will do the best for their team. Okay, I am repeating once again. What is team spirit? Team spirit is a feeling of pride and loyalty among the team members to do best for their team. Okay, now it is clear. Children, apart from academic and co-curricular activities, we celebrate many festivals in school. Some religious festivals and national festivals. Okay, so festivals develop the feeling of togetherness and respect for all religions. Like we celebrate Diwali also and Holi also, and we wish the other friends who celebrate Eid. So फेस्टिवल्स डेवलप द फीलिंग ऑफ टुगेदरनेस. हम लोग एक साथ सारे फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. अपनी लोकेलिटी में भी डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रिलीजन के लोग अगर रहते हैं तो हम उनके साथ में भी अच्छे से फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. सो फेस्टिवल्स teach the feeling of togetherness and the lesson of respect for all the religions. Every religion is equal. Okay, children. So, school is a place where child can develop properly into a responsible citizen. So, the school, the place of the school should be like that. It should be well maintained. The child, where the child is going on, the classroom of the school should be well ventilated. Proper facility of dustbin should be there. Dustbin should be placed at different place. Okay, and it is the duty of the students to keep the classroom clean, to keep the school clean. Some responsibility for the children to respect the school property. Now you might be thinking, how can you respect the school property? Okay, I will tell. Respect the school property means if you are not having water, you see the tap is on, what you do? You just turn off the tap if it is not required. And you should switch off the fans and tube lights if they are not needed. You can respect, you can save the school property like that. And you should not scribble on the furniture. Do not deface the furniture or walls of the classroom. In this way you can show the respect for school property. Okay children, now we'll repeat once again what we have learnt. After that I will ask question answers what you have studied. Okay, be ready, and if you know the answer raise your hand. Okay, so what we have studied today, car needs fuel to run. Similarly, our body needs food to do all the activities, as food is a basic need. Okay, apart from the food, there are several basic needs. One of them is shelter. So we need a shelter. Okay, shelter. What is shelter for us? House. Okay, we live in a house. House is very much important to keep ourselves safe. Houses and buildings near our house, they make a locality. So today we have studied each and everything about locality. There are different places in a locality: school, park, bank, post office, temple. Locality vary person to person. Okay, and you have studied what you study in the school. Apart from the academic, you learn many good qualities. Okay, like you participate in co-curricular activities and you develop the feeling of team spirit. Okay, and by celebrating festivals you learn the lesson of togetherness and respect for all the religions. You have also learned you should respect school property. Okay,